Generic greetings and welcome to Tower Lab. Today's beverage is a very interesting blood orange and cranberry infusion, a very fruity tea. So welcome to the demo of Tower Lab. This is a tower defense roguelike. Those two genres go together exceptionally well, and we've seen many positive, good examples in the past. This takes it a little bit further in that it adds physics to the mix. So although we've got different types of enemies, so different sizes and speeds and makeups and components, etc., they also are completely invulnerable. The way we defeat them is by basically exploiting physics. We're pushing them and pulling them and changing their size and mass and things like that. Let's just jump in and I'll show you a little bit of it. Let's go to new run here, and well, it says here mass matters. Heavier enemies are worth more matter but are harder to stop and deal more damage if they escape. So we can see the examples here. So we've got a small enemy and a larger one and these fan towers pushing them around. So let's just see what we have here for our stage 1. We have wave 1 of 3, which is the build phase at the moment. We have generic units of currency, matter, that's what you spend in the shop, more on that later on. We have the core, we'll call it the core, I don't know what the official one is. We've got a portal where the enemies will go. So we have 250 maximum health, that goes to 0, the run ends. We've also got a sort of grace shield here, which is 100, so absorbs damage before health is affected, plus 20 at the start of each stage. And then finally, we've got the towers that we can place. So we've got a Tesla tower, a bomb tower, a gravity tower, a mine tower, otherwise known as the chaos tower, more on that later, and then the fan tower, and each of these obviously does different things and costs a certain amount of energy. The energy is currently set to 10. Used to play cards, first wave gets +5, unspent converts to shield. So we're going to get 5 enemies of the size L4 type, or type normal actually. So they're going to spawn here on the, well, the orange portal and then follow this line towards the sort of core here. So we need to interact with them in such a way that they are basically well, sent off the map. So I'm going to do a couple of things. Firstly, I'm going to place a Tesla tower. Directional lightning strike prioritizes copper material and nearby enemies. So I'm going to place that in here, and we can see the area of effect, and there is also a cooldown period on it as well. And we're also going to place a fan tower, and you place them not on the map itself, but like away from it. And yes, you can place them quite far away because a lot of your time will probably be spent on making ridiculous combinations that are hopefully very effective. Speaking of effective, this should be fairly alright in that the tower activates and it's just going to blow the enemies off the map. So that's it, they're gone. So we have the enemies disappear. That was stage 1, so fairly simple as things go, and we've now been given some more towers. So we have a grow tower, which will enlarge objects, making them bigger and heavier, and it does specifically say objects, so things like mines and cannonballs and kinetic towers, which fires an energy ball, it will make that bigger. So I'm going to try and demonstrate that by putting a kinetic tower here. And then next wave, hopefully I can use the grow tower. But you can see that moves along and just bats into these and then push them away. So there we go. And then I'm going to use a... Oh, that's stayed there. I think that might be a bit of a bug. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I can place a... Do I have a grow tower? Oh, I don't. Okay, I'm going to place a mine tower, which is... basically utter chaos, but I want to place it here because you can see that again these are physically simulated, so it will physically launch a mine that in this particular case is then getting pushed by the by the fan tower. So you can use loads of ridiculous combinations to, like I say, A, have fun, B, make it effective. And I think a lot of the fun in this game will be on exploiting, like say, the physics system and making really good combinations and the experimentation in it. Right, so this is end of the wave, so we now have the option to buy things, so we've got towers that we can buy, so we can buy a grow tower, a kinetic tower, a bomb tower. We can also remove cards for 250 generic units of currency. Incidentally, we have 1,235, and then you've got upgrades, so things like a mine reserves uncommon ability for 500, and it gives us +1 mine cap. I think the cap as standard is 3, and that will give you 4. I think I'd have to just count it. It would be nice if there was more information available, if I have any great criticism there. But no matter for now. Let's go for heavy core, uncommon, projectiles spawn larger. So this is the core for the gravity tower. So this will put a orb, essentially, in the gravity tower that will attract enemies. And yes, you can push that orb around and do everything like that. However, it just makes it gravity. Projectiles spawn larger. I'm going to pick up that up. I'm going to pick it up because it's on sale, so why not? The next one here is the growth lockout. Common. No effect on enemies. Ah, okay. That's a... Alright. So, that means that if we were to buy that, the Grow Tower no longer affects enemies, but it will still affect everything else. So any of the orbs that we spawn, so the Kinetic Tower and the Gravity Tower, it increases the side of the mines. In a previous run, that was exceptionally effective until it wasn't. What I mean by that is, you can't toggle it, as far as I can tell, which meant that I couldn't, because of the draw that I had, I couldn't affect the enemies in ways which I really wanted to, and then, yeah, it was a bit of a failure. Unlocking these and then being able to toggle them on the towers, I don't know if that's on the cards, but we'll see. It will be nice. Let's go with a Tesla range booster, and let's go with a free reroll. Oh, look at that. A Seeker Core, rare. Kinetic projectiles are attracted to enemies. Pretty cool. What else have we got? Another range booster. And also, what's this? Largest spawns, uncommon. Enemies spawn at +1 size. Alright, okay. I don't think I need that in my life. I'm going to go with the Tesla range booster. And that's probably okay for now. Gravity Tower is not bad, but it also costs 4 energy, so I don't necessarily need another one in the deck. But it is on sale. No, I'm going to go to stage 2. So, it says here, combine different towers to create powerful synergies. This is, again, where I think the game is going to shine, really. So we've got a really good synergy going on here. We have, well, in what particular order is it? So the gravity core will spawn the orb. The fan will then push said orb over the enemies in the middle, which are then attracted to it. It brings everything to the middle, which increases everything's size, including the enemies. And, well, because of that, they're far too heavy, and then they drop down into the abyss. And, yeah. We're going to try and make a combination like that. So, wave 1 of 5, currently in the build phase again, and it looks like we have persistence in our health and our shield, which is alright. And, well, okay, so we've got a Tesla tower. I'm going to place one there because, you know, we've got a good sort of snake effect going on, which is alright. And then we've got Kinetic Tower, Mine Tower, Fan Tower, Grow Tower. I would like to place a Gravity Tower here, so when the enemies come to the end, not only are they getting zapped towards it, they're also going to get dragged off and then maybe drop. Yeah. One thing I'm going to show you, or I would like to show you, but, oh, suck it, I'm going to have to. So, because these are simulated, I can place, say, the Mine Tower there, yeah? And it's going to start putting the mines here, which is pretty good. What I thought was a nice detail, and I don't know whether it's incidental or not, if we place it here, it's actually not working, because it's physically firing the mines into the top here. So the map is affecting that. I just thought it was a nice detail. I'm also going to basically try and just blow the enemies through that gap there. Let's just start the attack and we'll see how we get on. I have played previously with the mine tower as well, right near the entrance, and the enemies when they spawn seem to hop over it, which I don't know if that's intentional, but yeah, it wasn't working for me. I had to shift it along. Anyway, we now have the gravity tower, which is what I want, so I'm going to place it there. And that should do it. Let's start the next attack. Haven't really seen what is coming along, but I'm not really too concerned because the, well, frankly, the towers are doing the business. Looks like exactly what I want to happen happened, and most of the enemies were just blown under this little archway. The rest of them were grabbed by the gravity tower and then fell down. What else do we have? We have another Zappy Tower, otherwise known as the Tesla. We have a couple more fan towers as well. If I was to place double fan there, it's pushing them back and keeping them attracted to this. Now, that might seem like a good idea, and I do think it is. However, there is a slight downside in that I am, relying very heavily on this tower, which means once it goes on cooldown, if anything gets past, I could be in for a bit of bother. Right, how do we want to do this one? Well, I could make the enemies smaller with the shrink tower. That would make them easier to pick up and we can grab more enemies. Another one would be to use a grow tower here, so the enemies would go bigger and then drop down. Is any of what I'm just saying actually going to happen? Let's see. We can see the the mine tower here is not really doing much. It's just basically pushing them back there. And oh, there you go. So the enemies are getting, made larger, which means that when that goes wrong, it's pushing them over here. Okay. So we did get some around the gravity tower, which is all right, but didn't work 100%. We could go with another grow tower. Another gravity tower. See, I'd like another tower that's going to zap them there. I'm going to remove the mines, actually, because I don't think the mines where they were there is really working out. But I will place another grow tower there to try and make them, let's say, much bigger. And then what I'm going to do is place a fan tower there to slow them down. Not only will the fan activate, I think it's also going to physically stop them when they go around and hit it, because they'll be physically larger. Let's just see again if any of that is actually going to happen. So, yep, they grow larger. They go there, and the fan... Okay, that's one thing I didn't anticipate. The fan is now no longer strong enough to push the enemies. And I don't know whether it's a combination of bad design on my part or not, but that's a lot of enemies that have got through. Okay, we've only lost shields. We've only lost shields. But that's suboptimal to say the least. Alright, what have we got here? Double strike, rare, +1 target for the Tesla tower. We have energy generator, uncommon, +1 energy per turn. That's getting picked up, as much as I would like the double strike. And let's go with growth lockout. No, let's do a free reroll on that. Bouncy mines. Mines become bouncy. Yes, added chaos. Extra range booster on the Tesla. Extra max health and extra heal. Let's pick that up. Yep, will take us to 300 for 300 health. And I'm going to reroll with 50 matter. There's a sail range booster on the tower. Go on, then I don't want another gravity tower. You know, I'm going to pick up the gravity tower. And we'll go to stage 3. Okay. Copper units are incredibly dense, but are vulnerable to electrical attacks. So, we still have 5 waves here. Enemies 10, large, 4, and normal. So they're not the copper enemies at the moment. Hang on, why is my health went from 3... I thought it said 300 with heal. 350, now it's 300. Ah, okay. Health plus 50 heal. Okay, so I don't know if that's gone wrong or not. Let's see. Let's go with gravity tower. I'm going to try and exploit the gravity, as we've done previously. And something like that. Let's start the attack. I'm hoping that this tower will basically just deal with most of the enemies in the first wave. Yeah, there you go. And we'll grab this enemy. However, the disadvantage I have now is that basically, if I don't get that enemy gone, I can't do anything there. There we are. Tesla tower. It's got really good range. It's good just to place one of them there. And then we're going to place a fan in here, just to, again, try and get them pushed back into this. Maybe? Yeah. Obviously making different combinations, pushing any lighter enemies off first before they get to this stuff. Yeah, I think basically the Tesla tower was dealing with everything there. And the enemy goes down. We have another fan tower, and we have kinetic tower and a shrink tower. I mean, if we shrink the enemies, it means that the fan can push them off easier. But then you're going on to shrinking them and then making them larger, and I don't know if that's really the combination I want to go for. I'm going to put that there to keep pushing them back. And then I'm going to go with the grow tower. I think I can place that there and place that there to make them grow bigger first, and then they'll drop. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. I think I might have messed this up, actually. But the fan tower is activating. It is pushing most of them off and slowing them right down. The rest are going to be grabbed, then increase the size of them, and then they'll drop. Okay, that actually worked exceptionally well. I think it's more luck than judgment. What have we got now? Oh, we got a copper enemy. Okay, so Tesla towers will affect copper enemies more. I'm going to place the Tesla tower in in here, because it'll zap this way and zap this way if anything gets past. And then another fan tower. I'm not too sure whether a fan tower would be advantageous at this stage. And I can't save the energy because unspent converts to shield. Is it only one shield though? It is. Okay, no, I'm best off spending it. Because each one of even these little enemies, I think, those will do 3 damage. So I might as well get a bigger tower. I'm going to get some sort of tower. Okay. Oh, that's worked exceptionally well. That's what we wanted to see. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. How are we going to do this one? It's we've got 3 copper enemies. We've got gravity towers again. I could chain some gravity towers. Put them around here. Like that. That'll hold them up a little bit. And then I'm going to place a fan tower in... Would one there work? I don't think so. I think it's just gonna. That's just gonna push it further down the line, isn't it? I've bought it now, so I might as well place it there. Bit of a safety net, maybe. Start the attack. So we can see the copper enemies are getting targeted first by the Tesla, which we did know about. It did indicate that was the case. There you go. So some enemies are going to get past. Oh no, the fan towers are activating. Sadly, cooldown has messed us up a little bit. We'll affect some of them. Oh, there you go. So what's happened there is this guy was zapped by the other tower, and then it's pushed them. It's actually pushed them from one side of the map to the other. So we are going to get some past. There we go. And then that tower even helped the other one in. Okay. What are we on for now? Reinforced core, I'm going to pick that up, and extra range on the Tesla, I'm going to re-roll for free, and enemies, max size, worth ×2 matter, another sail on the core, give myself some extra breathing room, and then another grow tower, go on then, that'll do, and then we'll go to stage 4. It says, electrical effects are less effective against rubber units, they absorb the effect and take reduced knockback, but one would assume that... those will only be the last thing that they target, right? Oh yeah, look, the health isn't carrying over. Alright, so they've got 2 spawns now, and coming to here, so we want to combine everything in the middle as best I can. I'm going to place this tower here, try and push them off. We'll place a couple of fan towers, one there and one... Well, I would like one there, but I don't know what's coming from each of these. Also, I don't know if it's going to be even or not, because I can't select them. All right, okay, I'm just going to have to hope for the best then. This will be probably even because it's... Yeah, I think it is the same. Oh yeah, that's already... Things are already gone exceptionally wrong. Maybe you should have spent up. There we go. All right. So another fan tower immediately is going to go there. Gravity tower is going to go here. And what have we got this time? Normal enemies, yeah. I think that should do for now. Do I want to place this further down? That should do. Hopefully push them off. I haven't mentioned, but there are time controls, by the way. You can go up to ×2 speed. And some of these are going to get dropped. Only some, though. But the rest are being blown off the edge. So that works out. Okay, good. This time we've got a copper enemy and 3 rubber enemies. But I don't know, again, where from. Okay. Let's see. Another Tesla tower, just to push people away. And I think maybe a kinetic tower would be advantageous to push along here. Maybe another kinetic tower in this side as well. There we go. We've got some rubber enemies. I don't know if you saw there, though, but what's happened there? So, actually what happened is this kinetic tower activated, and then it was pushed by the fan. And it pushed it this way, and it really affected them. In a positive way. That's good. I like that. We've got a grow tower. We've got another gravity tower. More fans. I'm feeling they're just... More fans? By the time they get to this point, It might be a bit too late, but if I just keep pushing them around, it might help. Gravity tower. Do I put them on the side this time like that? Why not? Why not? Start the attack. So there's the gravity towers. And to be honest, we're not really utilising the gravity towers as best we can. Oh, look at that! The orbs slowing people down, but not enough. Yeah, we're not really utilising the gravity towers as much as I possibly can. I'm just hoping for a bit of randomness, actually, that they get dragged off the edge and then just dropped. But we're past that wave, which is all good. I think putting them here, just around this area, and then another one of these, and then do you want another one? I think just keep pushing them onto those towers around here, just keeping them away is how we're going to do this. So let's see. So gravity towers are activated. We've got these orbs that are pushing them around it. Oh, it's just all kinds of explosions and nonsense chaos. Like I say, the combinations is, I think, what you're really looking for. But, oh, it doesn't look too well for me, though, because a lot of enemies have got past. Obviously, I've been relying a lot on the Tesla as well. But I think we have survived that wave. Only just, though. Got a mine tower, got a fan tower, kinetic. Kinetic persistence, common. It's an extra 50% duration. I don't think really I'm bothered about the duration. I'm not going to bother with the reinforced core again, that's for sure. I'm going to re-roll that step. Oh, there you go. Extra mass capacity for the gravitational enhancer. That might be quite good. +1 energy per turn. +1 energy. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. We'll re-roll the next. And then extra knockback on the Tesla. Or projectiles spawn large. Yeah, we're going to go for that one. And then, yeah, I think it's now basically... Oh, look at that. Yeah. Grow your projectiles to increase their knockback and range. Right. We're going to give this one a go. I'm not confident with the amount of health I've got, though. So we've got 3 spawns, and they're going to come to here. Alright. Well, the obvious one is that, to try and push them back. Got normal enemies. There you go, it's going to do that. And... gravity tower. Just to interfere with things going past. Let's start them there. I also obviously try to make things symmetrical, which is on me. You know, it's a downside as well. But one of the things I have to think of is these are costing 4. So having them at least here... Now I'm spending the money, I can move them around, because, you know, things can be... Oh, one's got past. One's got past. But that's only one. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. We've got Tesla, which is good. I've got 7... I've got 7 here. Do I place one there? I think these knockbacks are going to be good. There you go. Maybe make that larger, but they've only got shrink. I wouldn't really want to make these orbs smaller. Tesla tower. Placing a Tesla there just to maybe get any people to get past. Are the rubber enemies lighter? Will they get pushed around more? You would think so, wouldn't you? Wow, there was just explosions. It's just pushed all the enemies all over the place. And then finally the Tesla can, yeah, clean things up. That worked out exceptionally well. All right, that's good. This time, connect tower there. And that can go there, that can go there. This can go... Ah! No! That's a shame. I'd like to place that one there to make it larger. Nope, it's just going to do that. I guess I could do... I could do that. So make this orb larger. I'd like to make that orb larger, but it's not going to happen. What if I was to... Can I combine these two? No, I can put it further back, but it's not gonna meet up. Okay, that should do for now. Let's see. So these orbs are a bit larger now, but it shouldn't affect enemies. But it is pushing... Yeah, the orb is pushing them further and exploding. That one is Hopefully going to be zapped. Yep, there we go. And we're just slowing them right down, waiting for the gravity to grab all these. And then, oh, look at that. So we had the, oh yeah, that guy's definitely through. So there was a copper enemy here that, yeah, got zapped before the rubber enemy, which we knew about. Because it does state that that is the case. And then the rubber enemy was pretty much immune to that, bit there. All right, 7 energy remaining, 600, 106. I wish it was 600 and something. It's 106 health. All right. Maybe another gravity tower. There. Don't think I want mines in my life. I'll place a gravity tower. There. And do I save the rest of it? Or do I want to place a mine tower here? Just as a last resort. Go on, we'll try. So here's the spawns. Copper and rubber enemies and normal ones. Of these pills. And oh, that's pretty good. So they are getting attracted to the middle. And then blasted away. Whatever survives is getting picked up by the gravity tower. So manipulating them exceptionally well on this wave, actually. And then, okay, we are, I guess, not really able to do much here. What I'll do, just for the sake of ease, make the smaller enemies just go away. Just push them away. We got large, L. I thought large 4, large 5, large 6. Maybe? No, I'm 105. Oh, okay. Kinetic is going to go. I do want another kinetic. I might as well just do what I can. Put one there, maybe, just in case. And here we go. Big wave now. Big wave. So, yeah, the fans are filtering a lot of these enemies. The gravity towers are getting overwhelmed in the middle. Oh, this is bad. Oh, we might be alright if we've got enough chaos over in this central bit here where everything's congregating. I think we might be alright. Yeah. Because we've just got copious amounts of these kinetic orbs just floating about. Yeah, it's slowing it down. Come on. That's what a bad time. What a bad time that enemy's having. The game's going to give up before that gets anywhere. Come on. Is it just going to keep getting pushed back into here? I wonder if there's a grace period where enemies only have like a certain amount of life, essentially. Like you can stall them enough. I don't know. But you've won the demo. There we go. All right. Most played towers. Fan tower. What a surprise. Matter earned 4,000 plus. Matter remaining, bit of 1,000 there. Total purchases 11. Enemies eliminated 773. Enemies escaped 48. We can continue to the endless mode if you were so inclined. I will go back to the main menu. Okay, so that's been a bit of Tower Lab, or Lab Tower as I've probably called it during the video. Yeah, so you can't go wrong with the good old combination of tower defense and roguelike, and then adding in physics has obviously another element, and the fun is very much in getting those combinations together. Would like a bit more readout to know what the stats are of the towers. I mentioned previously about a bit of an issue with some of the upgrades. Yes, they might be good for part of the run, but then fail for others. Is it going to be toggleable for the different towers? I mean, that would be desirable, certainly. It'll give more options and stuff. But as a demo, very much did what it needed to do. We'll be keeping an eye on this one, and we'll be trying out some more, hopefully, as it progresses on. Obviously, we've still got, more enemies to see, more towers, more better, etc. But if you like what you see, by all means, check the link out in the description. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.